folks, I just want to talk about the Enlightenment, Immanuel Kant and Rousseau, and that whole cultural project, and just reflect on it just for a second. The Enlightenment, near the end of the 1700s, was a time of real revolution, both politically, socially, and intellectually. You had the French Revolution near the end of the 1700s, and you had also in 1781 or 1782, round about those time, you had the publication of Kant's Critique of Pure Reason, which was a bombshell on the intellectual and philosophical world. The cry was that man has to come of age of getting rid of tradition and use his reason. For Kant, the whole issue was about freedom. For the Enlightenment, it was about freedom. And so when the French revolutionaries stormed Bastille and basically took over power in France away from the king, in the end of the, I think round about 1779, so round about that time, 1778, when the revolutionaries took power at that time, it was a declaration of freedom. Man wanted to come of age. And so you had Rousseau said, everywhere man should be free, but everywhere is in chains. And Rousseau influenced Immanuel Kant. And so Kant wanted human beings to, when he was lecturing, when he was giving teaching, he often said to his students, stand on your own 2 feet, think, think for yourself, stand on your own 2 feet. And so Kant's Critique of Pure Reason is humanity trying to stand on its own feet. But here's the point. When reason breaks free from faith, reason loses its meaning. And so you find that when Kant broke free, we had, how many wars did we have in the 19th century? How many wars have we had in the 20th century? So mankind breaking free using his reason has brought many blessings, but it's also brought a curse. And like I said, ultimately reason needs faith in God, because without faith in God there is no meaning to reason. And you see that in evolution. Kant in 1781 or 1782, whenever he published his book Critique of Pure Reason, declares the need to be free and to have reason. But here's the point. If you believe in a mechanistic universe, that all there is the material, you are not free. Your mind is a product of chance and the environment. And it gets worse for Kant, because Darwin comes along and says, hey, you're not as special as you think you are, you're an animal. So reason has been reduced to an animal state, not high and great and mighty as Kant would have it in his Critique of Pure Reason and his other works. So man loses his dignity, he loses who he is. As he exalts himself, he loses his identity. And yet man foolishly thinks because he's making scientific advancement, he is getting better, but in the end he's becoming a ghost and losing who he is. And the fall of Adam and Eve is really, the Enlightenment is just really the fall happening again. Eve took the fruit and she was independent from God. She wanted her senses, she wanted to be an empiricist and be independent of God in her thinking. And that led to the catastrophe that happened. And man wants to be independent of God, and when he separates his reason from his God, reason loses its meaning. He might advance scientifically, but he pays the price of losing his identity. Thank you for listening.